My dear students, now I am going to explain problems based on Kohlraasch law. See, first problem. See, here given that limiting molar conductivity of Na plus ions is 150 ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse. Limiting equivalent conductivity of barium ions is 100 ohm inverse centimeter square equivalent inverse. Limiting equivalent conductivity of sulfate ions is 125 ohm inverse centimeter square equivalent inverse. Limiting molar conductivity of aluminum ions 300, limiting molar conductivity of ammonium ions 200, limiting molar conductivity of Cl minus ions 150. Then calculate limiting equivalent conductivity of aluminum ions, limiting equivalent conductivity of aluminum sulfate, limiting molar conductivity of ammonium sulfate, limiting molar conductivity of this double salts NaCl, BaCl2, 6H2, limiting equivalent conductivity of sodium chloride, limiting molar conductivity of alum. This is alum. Ammonium sulfate, aluminum sulfate, 24H2O. See, first let us calculate this limiting equivalent conductivity of aluminum ions. See, here given that limiting molar conductivity of aluminum ions is 300. Then we should calculate limiting equivalent conductivity of aluminum ions. See, we know that equivalent conductivity is equal to atomic weight by charge. For ions equivalent weight is equal to atomic weight by charge present on that ion. So like that, limiting equivalent conductivity is equal to limiting molar conductivity by charge on the ion. So first one, limiting equivalent conductivity of aluminum ions is equal to limiting molar conductivity by charge. Here charge is 3 units. Molar conductivity is given already 300. 300 by 3, then 100. It's a limiting equivalent conductivity is 100 ohm inverse centimeter square equivalent inverse. Next to second one, limiting equivalent conductivity of aluminum sulfate. See here, already we have calculated limiting equivalent conductivity of aluminum ions. Limiting equivalent conductivity of sulfate ions, it is given. Then we should calculate limiting equivalent conductivity of aluminum sulfate. Limiting equivalent conductivity of aluminum sulfate is equal to limiting equivalent conductivity of aluminum sulfate is equal to limiting equivalent conductivity of aluminum ions plus limiting equivalent conductivity of sulfate ions. If it is molar conductivity, then we should write 2 into limiting molar conductivity of aluminum ions plus 3 into limiting molar conductivity of sulfate ions. But here we should calculate limiting equivalent conductivity is equal to limiting equivalent conductivity of aluminum ions. Already here we have calculated 100 plus limiting equivalent conductivity of sulfate ions. For sulfate ions it is given 125. 100 plus 125, then 225. 225 ohm inverse centimeter square equivalent inverse. Next, third one, we should calculate limiting molar conductivity of ammonium sulfate. Limiting molar conductivity of ammonium sulfate. Limiting molar conductivity of ammonium sulfate is equal to, see, 1 mole of this ammonium sulfate gives 2 moles of ammonium ions and 1 mole of sulfate ions. Then its limiting molar conductivity is equal to 2 into limiting molar conductivity of ammonium ions plus limiting molar conductivity of sulfate ions. Limiting 2 into limiting molar conductivity of ammonium ions. See here, molar conductivity of ammonium ions. It is given that 200. 2 into limiting molar conductivity of ammonium ions is 200. 2 into 200 plus limiting molar conductivity of sulfate ions. Here limiting equivalent conductivity of sulfate ions is given. Limiting molar conductivity is not given. Limiting equivalent conductivity of sulfate ions is given. But here limiting molar conductivity. We know that equivalent weight is equal to, or limiting equivalent conductivity is equal to limiting molar conductivity by charge. Then limiting molar conductivity is equal to limiting equivalent conductivity into charge. Limiting molar conductivity of sulfate ions is equal to 2 into limiting molar conductivity of 2 into limiting equivalent conductivity of sulfate ions. To this value 400 plus 2 into limiting equivalent conductivity of sulfate ions is given 125. 2 into 125. Then total value 2 into 125, 250, 650. 650 ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse. Limiting molar conductivity of ammonium sulfate is 650 ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse. So next, fourth one, limiting molar conductivity of this salt NaCl BaCl2.6H2O. This limiting molar conductivity of this salt NaCl BaCl2.6H2 is equal to, this value is equal to, see here 1 mole of this salt gives 1 mole of Na plus ions. This is double salt. 1 mole of this double salt gives 1 mole of Na plus ions, 1 mole of barium ions, and 3 moles of Cl minus ions. 3 moles of Cl minus ions. Here water is also there, but water is not good conductor. Then no need to consider. So this double salt limiting molar conductivity is equal to limiting molar conductivity of Na plus ions plus limiting molar conductivity of barium ions plus 3 into, see here total 3 moles of Cl minus ions, 3 into limiting molar conductivity of Cl minus ions is equal to limiting molar conductivity of Na plus ions. It is given 150. 150 plus limiting molar conductivity of barium ions. See here limiting equivalent conductivity of barium ions is given 100. Limiting equivalent conductivity of barium ions is 100. Then we should write limiting molar conductivity of barium ions. Then molar conductivity is equal to limiting molar conductivity is equal to its equivalent conductivity into charge. For barium, charge is 2 units. For barium ions, 2 units. So instead of this, we should write 2 into 100. 2 into 100. Barium ions equivalent conductivity is given. Limiting equivalent conductivity is given. But here we should take limiting molar conductivity plus 3 into limiting molar conductivity of Cl minus ions. 3 into 150. In total this value 150 plus 200 plus 3 into 150. 450. Total value 800. 800 for this double salts. Limiting molar conductivity we should calculate. Its molar conductivity is equal to limiting molar conductivity of Na plus ions plus limiting molar conductivity of barium ions plus 3 into limiting molar conductivity of Cl minus ions. Here water is also there, but in case of water, degree of dissociation is very less. Water is not good conductor, then no need to consider. Next, this is for fourth one. Next, fifth one. Fifth one is limiting equivalent conductivity of NaCl. Limiting equivalent conductivity of NaCl is equal to limiting equivalent conductivity of, we should calculate limiting equivalent conductivity of NaCl is equal to limiting equivalent conductivity of Na plus ions plus limiting equivalent conductivity of Cl minus ions. So in case of Na plus ions and Cl minus ions, limiting molar conductivity and limiting equivalent conductivity both are same because its valency is 1 or oxidation number is plus 1. Its valency or oxidation number is also 1. So both are same for Na plus ions. For Na plus ions, molar conductivity is given but here we should take equivalent connectivity, but both are same. Limiting equivalent connectivity of Na plus ions 150 plus limiting equivalent connectivity of Cl minus ions 150, total 300. 300 ohm inverse centimeter square equivalent inverse. Next, last one. See, last one, limiting molar connectivity of these double salts, ammonium sulfate, aluminum sulfate dot 24H2. This is alum. We know that alums are double sulfates. So its limiting molar connectivity is equal to 1 mole of this 1 mole of this salt gives 2 moles of ammonium ions, which is equal to limiting molar conductivity of 2 moles of ions 2 into limiting molar conductivity of ammonium ions plus number of moles of aluminum ions 2 moles 2 into limiting molar conductivity of aluminum ions plus here 1 mole of sulfate ions, here 3 moles of sulfate ions, total 4 moles of sulfate ions, 4 into limiting molar conductivity of sulfate ions. Now I need to consider this water, which is equal to limiting molar conductivity of ammonium ions. For ammonium ions 200 is given, 2 into 200 plus 2 into limiting molar conductivity of aluminum ions. Limiting molar conductivity of aluminum ions is 300. 2 into 300 plus 4 into limiting molar conductivity of sulfate ions. See here, limiting equivalent conductivity of sulfate ions is given, but here we should take limiting molar conductivity. Limiting molar conductivity is equal to limiting equivalent conductivity into charge. Here 2 units of charge is there. Then instead of this, we should take 2 into 125. Limiting equivalent conductivity of sulfate is 125, but here we should take limiting molar conductivity. Then limiting molar conductivity is double of this equivalent conductivity. That's why 2 into 125. Next, this value 400 plus 600 plus 8 into 125, 1000. Total value 2000. 2000 ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse. So this kind of models very important. So next problem, calculate limiting molar conductivity of oxalic acid given that limiting equivalent conductivity of sodium oxalate is 400 ohm inverse centimeter square equivalent inverse. Limiting molar conductivity of sulfuric acid is 700. Limiting equivalent conductivity of sodium sulfate is 400. By using this, we should calculate limiting molar conductivity of oxalic acids. Solution, limiting molar conductivity of oxalic acid. Oxalic acid is H2C2O4. See, in the applications of that Kohlraasch law, already I have explained. By using limiting molar conductivities of strong electrolytes, we can calculate limiting molar conductivity of weak electrolytes. See here, oxalic acid is weak acid. We know that all the organic acids are weak acids. This is oxalic acid. Oxalic acid is weak acid. The sodium oxalate, sulfuric acid, sodium sulfate, these are strong electrolytes. These two are salts. Salts are strong electrolytes. Most of the salts are strong electrolytes. H2SO4 is strong acid. So to get that oxalic acid, H2C2O4 is equal to get that oxalic acid, see I am taking sodium oxalate Na2C2O4 plus sulfuric acid minus sodium oxalate minus sodium sulfate. Then see here, two sodium ions will get cancelled. Sulfate ion will get cancelled. 2 moles of H plus ions, 1 mole of oxalate. which is equal to oxalate only. So limiting molar connectivity of oxalic acid is equal to limiting molar connectivity of sodium oxalate plus limiting molar connectivity of sulfuric acid minus limiting molar connectivity of sodium sulfate. Limiting molar connectivity of oxalic acid is equal to limiting molar connectivity of sodium oxalate plus limiting molar connectivity of sulfuric acid minus limiting molar connectivity of sodium sulfate. Two sodium ions will get cancelled. Sulfate will get cancelled. Then we'll get oxalic acid. See, but here we should take limiting molar connectivity of sodium sulfate. But here limiting equivalent connectivity of sodium oxalate is given. We know that which is equal to 2 into limiting equivalent connectivity of sodium oxalate. This limiting molar connectivity of sodium oxalate is equal to 2 into limiting equivalent connectivity of sodium sulfate, because here total charge on cation plus 2, a total charge on anion 2 units of negative charge is present. So 2 into 400 plus limiting molar connectivity of sulfuric acid. Limiting molar connectivity of sulfuric acid is given 700 minus limiting molar connectivity of sodium sulfate. See, but here limiting equivalent connectivity of sodium sulfate is given. Limiting molar connectivity of sodium sulfate is not given. Limiting equivalent connectivity of sodium sulfate is given. Then minus 2 into its limiting equivalent connectivity. Its limiting equivalent connectivity is 450. 2 into 450. Then total value 800 plus 700 minus 900. 1500 minus 900, 600. 600 ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse. So next problem. Given molar conductivities at infinite dilution, limiting molar conductivity for barium hydroxide is 457.6 ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse. Limiting molar conductivity for barium chloride 240.6 ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse. Limiting molar conductivity for ammonium chloride is equal to 129.8 ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse. Then calculate limiting molar conductivity for ammonium hydroxide. This ammonium hydroxide is weak base. By using limiting molar conductivities of this barium chloride salt, ammonium chloride salt and barium hydroxide, we can calculate limiting molar conductivity for this weak base. So to get ammonium hydroxide from these three, we should take like this: ammonium chloride plus, here OH is there, barium hydroxide contains OH groups, but here 1 mole of this barium hydroxide contains 2 moles of OH minus ions. Then we should take half mole of barium hydroxide minus half mole of BaCl2 minus half mole of BaCl2. Then we'll get ammonium hydroxide. See, because here Cl minus will get cancelled. Half mole of BaCl2 gives 1 mole of Cl minus ions. Cl minus ions will get cancelled. Next, here half mole of barium ions are there. Here also half mole of barium ions are there. Then it gives NH4 plus OH minus NH4OH. So limiting molar conductivity of ammonium hydroxide is equal to limiting molar conductivity of ammonium chloride plus half into limiting molar conductivity of barium hydroxide minus limiting molar conductivity of minus half into limiting molar conductivity of barium chloride. Given that limiting molar conductivity of ammonium chloride, which is 129.8 plus half into limiting molar conductivity of barium hydroxide, half into 457.6 minus half into limiting molar conductivity of barium chloride. For barium chloride 240.6 129.8 plus this value 228.8. Sorry, 278.8 minus this value 120.3. Then total value 129.8, 278.8 minus 120.3, 288.3, 288.3 home inverse. Sorry, here 3, sorry, here 228 only, 228.8. Then here it should be 228.85. Then 238.3, 238.3 ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse.